I'm so glad you could make it. Please, do come in. And no, I did not forget to have tea ready this time. I have prepared a piping hot kettle of the most exquisite Dufrost tea of the highest quality. I can only hope that it will make up for my shortcomings on our last visit. Now that we're settled in with our tea, how about a story from my youth? Ah yes, I was the prime age of 65. I was at the Academy of the Arcane where I was just settling into my new position as Archmage. One of my new advisors had just burst through the door and... Ooh, pardon me. Sorry, I was just caught in a daydream. But hey guys, I'm Natural Wizard, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my upload schedule is Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But for today's content, we will be diving into a new series that one of you have suggested for me. It is none other than r/IDontWorkHereLady. And as the name suggests, it is stories from people getting mistaken for employees when they're just trying to go about their day. And so, it begins. Alright, so for a little bit of context, this first one takes place at an airport. Late 1980s at Denver Stapleton. I've just commuted in from Houston to pick up a trip originating in Denver. Strolling down the concourse in uniform, my suitcase and chart bag in tow, and a woman loudly says,
"Yo, bellboy, get my bags to gate 34.
And she dumps her bags in my vicinity and walks off. I consider them for a moment, and also consider that I am headed for gate 34. Thoughts run through my mind, one of which was that I don't really want this woman on my flight, so I consider my options. Ignore the bags and consider my happy stroll to gate 34. At some point, the woman realizes that I've ignored her request, and comes jogging after me. She begins shrieking. At one point in her tirade, she bellowed,
"I'm not going to tell you this again."
To which I replied, "Oh good, I'm glad you're not going to tell me again. Now please stop bothering me." She of course pursued me all the way to the gate, curiously leaving her luggage in the middle of the concourse. I was greeted by the gate agent and asked her to unlock the jetway for me so I could get down to the plane. As she headed for the jetway, shrieking lady grabbed her by the arm and yelled,
"You're not going to let that damn bellboy escape. He left my bags. I want him fired."
Gate agent smiled happily and said, "Captain, do you want to deny boarding this individual?" I replied, "Yes. Safety of flight, irrational, possibly intoxicated." Gate agent said, "I'll call security, and I'll do the paperwork. Have a nice flight." Ooh-wee, I liked this one a lot. That lady's probably pissed. Not only did her luggage probably get carted off, but she got kicked off her flight before she even got on it. And no, I don't feel bad for her. That is some quick justice right there. Alrighty, so this next one's pretty quick, so let's just breeze right through it. I'm so thankful that I've never been attacked over this, but this was a head-scratching moment I had a few years ago. I was at a Lowe's browsing through the plants in the greenhouse section. I was wearing a Jurassic Park t-shirt and skinny jeans. Lowe's employees wear vests with their logo on them. Suddenly, there was a group of 5 people lining up in the aisle I was in. Couple 1, "Do you know anything about salt?" I don't work here, sorry." Says nothing, just walks off. Couple 2, "Can you call someone to landscaping?" "Sorry, I don't work here." They apologize and walk off. Woman, "Can you help me get a bag of mulch?" "I don't work here." She just stands there dumbfounded and I walk off. Nothing dramatic, but like, where did critical thinking go? Did they think I was going to change my answer at some point? That's weird. I was pretty sure Lowe's had a strict dress code of Jurassic Park t-shirts and skinny jeans only. But then again, I could be wrong. I've never worked at a Lowe's. Oh, wait, come to think of it. Don't most employees of any company wear these things called name tags? Or is that just Starbucks? I don't know. Okay, so this next one isn't a conventional I don't work here lady style post, but it is wholesome, so I wanted to include it. This is a little wholesome story that happened with me and my friends. So me and a couple of my friends had gone to American Eagle to look around. We were just looking at a rack by the dressing room when this woman, I'd say maybe 60, asked my friend if she could help her figure out the size of pants she was wearing that she had just tried on. My friend, being the extrovert she is, said, "Of course, I can still help even though I don't work here." They both kind of chuckled and I believe the woman uttered an apology. My friend told the woman the size and the woman just started talking about how she thinks they were men's pants because of how weird they fit. My friend just told the woman she looked great in them. The woman thanked her and walked away. I aspire to be like my friend regularly. Yes, be like her friend, be nice to old people. Even though they screwed up the economy for us younger folks, they still deserve kindness like everyone else. Now, moving on to the next post. I used to work as maintenance in a multi-story parking lot. We also did other customer service stuff like allowing tickets to be purchased at our office, lovingly called the bunker, and giving directions. There was a little window where patrons could ask questions and tell us about broken machines, etc. Well, this left a lot of room for bogus complaints from idiots. This particular car park used to be owned by a mall many moons ago. This means there are some entrances to the mall on level 3 and 5. We also have our main ticket machines near these entrances. I start work like I would any other day. People have their thinking hats on and haven't lost the ability to do most basic things. It was pretty uneventful. Machine 5 goes down about 10 times an hour, as usual. Me and my colleagues take turns in resetting it. While working on the machine, I didn't notice anything odd. Maybe there was more foot traffic from the mall, but that's not unusual for the midweek. I go back to the office, make some tea for everyone, and sit and chill for a few before 5 messes up again. Just as my boss walks in, a man turns up at the window, and just like an idiot, I get up to serve him. "Hi, how can—"
Why are you closed?
said loudly, rudely, and abruptly. We get angry customers like this all the time, and usually when met with facts and logic, we get an apology, sometimes chocolates. "I opened the gate this morning. We are open," turns to colleague. "Did you forget to unlock any doors?" Colleague shakes head. Man, looking at me like I'm the dumbest person on earth.
Why haven't you opened the mall?
We don't have anything to do with the mall. We are a completely different company. Also, they were open when I fixed a machine this morning.
Well, can't you open it?
Thinking to myself, did you hear what I just said? It is open. I'm sorry even if it was closed, but I still couldn't open it. We don't work for the mall.
Well, I walked to the entrance and the shutter was down, so it's closed.
Then it dawns on me, I haven't been on level 3 today. So I ask my colleague to check the cameras pointing at the mall entrances, and he confirms that level 3 is closed and level 5 is open. The mall isn't closed, just the entrance on level 3. You can still use the one on level 5.
Well, why is it closed?
I don't know. We don't work for the mall. The only thing I can advise is to use the level 5 entrance. Other than that, I am unable to help.
You effing idiot.
Walks off. Army vet boss quickly brushes past me and exits office. He hates it when entitled people are rude to his staff. Boss?
Oi!
I can't use words to express how loud this was.
How dare you talk to my staff like that?
This resulted in an argument that ended with the man backing down quickly and using the level 5 entrance. We had a few other customers politely complain, and they actually listened to our directions. The mall called us 4 hours later to tell us that a key snapped in the lock and the shutter got stuck. Okay, why does this sound like a cranky old guy who's late for his mall walking aerobics?
The senior center meets up here every other day. I could have finished one whole lap around the mall by now, but I can't seem to find any other entrance. You stupid idiot of a young whippersnapper, why did you close the mall?
Ah yes, most old people are nice, but there are the cranky ones. They are definitely out there. So this story happened to me around 20 years ago. I worked as a concierge for a smaller hotel in a bigger city in Europe. Old building, little bit shabby, not many customers, but it had some old school flair. My job was night shift only, nothing fancy, just plain boring. But hey, getting money for mostly watching TV? You decide. Because of this old school flair, we night shift concierge / security had a firm dress code and special uniforms. Dust gray trousers with crease, white shirt soaked with tons of laundry starch. I bet these were bulletproof, just stiff like a piece of oak wood. Black tie, coat, same color and material like the trousers, plus a concierge hat. It looked like some sort of a rip-off from a World War I uniform. The logo was 2 golden crossed ward keys. They were on front pockets of the jacket, on the shoulder and on the hat. In my opinion, just a bit too cheesy, but it came with the job. I wore the stuff for 6 years. Was young, needed the money, cries in shower. And now the story started. One day I had some overtime because the girl from the morning shift was late. I have forgotten why, but it was okay because she asked me 1 week earlier about if I could stay a bit longer. So I was there for a 14-hour shift and was just tired. Doing nothing and counting floor tiles exhausts as well. You literally die of plain boredom and minutes were hours. Remember your days in school when time won't pass? But she finally arrives, thanked me, and I rushed out after the normal what's going on, hand over talk. I didn't change my clothes, just grabbed my small bag with my lunchbox and headed straight to the central station to get my train home. Oh, home sweet home, warm meal, shower and just sleep. As I was waiting for the train, which was late as usual, I got swarmed by random people, complaining about bad service, asking for directions, next trains, yada yada yada. I'm not the social type of person. That's why I work only night shifts or at places where no one ever visits me. But not this day. I literally got swarmed. I took my hat off to not look so suspicious, walked to different spots on the platform, but it didn't help. They were after me. Trains come, trains leave, but not mine. The only thing that came were strangers. Then my antisocial behavior kicked in and sarcasm mode was set to 1. Okay, you annoy me, so I annoy you. Sounds fair, right? So I started to mumble some nonsense. You asking me something? Okay, get some BS answers with a serious tone and leave me alone.
When does the next train to the city arrive?
Sorry ma'am, that train is cancelled. We have a special taxi service outside as replacement.
Oh, where's the train to my destination?
It departs at platform random number at the end of the central station in approximately 5 minutes. You need to hurry. Oh, can you tell me where the bus stop is? Main exit, left hand, wrong way.
Is there a cafe nearby?
Sorry sir, it's forbidden to serve any open food at the train station. It's a new federal hygiene law. That's why we have these vending machines. Dummy, didn't you see all the food shops in the main hall? Then my train finally arrived and I was glad that I could finally leave this horror. And yeah, I got a nice seat at the window, and when the landscape flew by, I had a fair moment to think about all these people. Where did they go? Did they ever leave the station? Did they ever reach their destination? Maybe they found the love of their life while seeking for the right destination. We will never know. I know I'm a bad person, but hey, don't take my spot in hell. Now I don't normally read the TLDRs, but I thought this one was pretty comical. People thought I work for the train company and I send them off into the wilderness. Alright, these were some certainly entertaining posts. At least I thought so anyway. Unfortunately, we have run out of time today. Now I really did enjoy all of these posts, so I am curious as to which one is your favorite. So let me know down in the comments and I'll be sure to pick out similar posts in the future. Ah yes, it was fun. But thank you for watching and spending some time with me, and as always,
don't forget your tea before you go.